really show this love and appreciation, right? Sam is actually a person that really shares so much value, and like it's not about him. He's selfless, right? He always makes sure everybody around him, no matter if you're part of the team or not, he will make sure that you're taken care of, that you know what you need to know, right? Like literally, it's gonna be so much value. I hope y'all ready, right? Sam, Super Sam, my brother, go ahead and take it away. I'm about to mute
Appreciate
myself.
you.
The floor is yours. Let's go.
Appreciate you, bro. Everybody dropping 111 in chat for my boy Diego for even bringing this call alive, right? I'm so honored and blessed to be on this call, one, for my boy Diego, and two, with the GOAT, Neno, right? So my name is Samuel Cambridge. I go by Super Sam. I've been in this business for a little while. I've been in it since last year, February. Before I was in this business, I was in the military. Ended up not working out. I got injured. Couldn't really do the military anymore. And I actually got shown this opportunity to, the GOAT, Chairman 10 Vic, and she put me on. Ever since then, it's been the greatest journey of my life. I met so many people. I impacted so many lives. So many people impacted my life. And I'm just grateful to be on this call with y'all, right? So today, my topic is a little personal for me, but I kind of changed it around, right? So it's commitment, right? Are you committed? The book definition for commitment is the state or the quality of being dedicated to something. My definition is basically you being locked in, you're tied to something. It's basically like your promise, right? Now, there's some areas in your life that you're going to have to commit to, but a lot of us don't. A lot of us don't commit to these areas because we don't pay that much attention to it, right? The first area for me was growth. Are you committed to growth, right? Big kind of talked about this on the last call if he was on the women call, right? If you want to get to the next level, you have to grow to the next level. You always hear people say, chairman is not just a rank. Chairman is not just a rank, it's a mindset. Thing is, mindset is something you have to grow. You're not just going to wake up one morning like, I got the chairman mindset. It's not going to happen. You have to grow and develop it over time, right? The biggest thing I've heard all year is you're at this level for a reason, meaning it's something you didn't learn, something you didn't develop, something you haven't figured out is the reason you're at this level. And that involves growth, no matter which way you turn the word. No matter which way you change the definition, it's always going to go defined as growth. Are you committed to growth? Right? Now, something that my biggest humbling moment, that something I realized I need to grow in, is when I hit Platinum 2000 and then I lost it. Right? The reason is I had a huge team, massive success, a lot of momentum going. I was excited, passionate. We were celebrating. Hey, chairman, da 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 da. But something I failed to do once I hit that rank, I failed to grow and learn how to handle that caliber of a team, which is the reason why I failed. I wasn't committed to growing. I thought the work I did was cool. I was like, I do the Zoom calls, I do the events. I can chill out a little bit. I'm good. I can just celebrate the success I got right now. But not realizing like, oh, I'm 100 people from P5. How am I going to handle this going to the next level? I never paid attention on the growth, on the mindset to be like, get to this level. You have to be here, right? So I took it for granted. I took my work for granted. Didn't really keep pouring in, giving value to my team. Didn't keep growing, right? And there's a quote I want to give y'all. God can't take you where your character can't sustain you, right? I'm gonna say it again. God can't take you where your character can't sustain you, right? So what does that mean? For me, it was something I didn't figure out, something I didn't develop, something I didn't learn. God had to humble me by taking the 2,000, you finna hit P5K, all the way back to customer. Because it was something I wasn't learning, something I didn't pay attention to, something I didn't absorb for me to keep that level. I wasn't ready for it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't ready for P2K when I hit it. I had just hit Platinum 1,000. I was still trying to figure out how can I handle 30 people. I went to 75, I went to 85, I went to 90. I was like, oh, this is getting scary. Oh, how am I gonna do this? I was still talking to the same people. I was still talking to my personal enrollees, the people I had created as leaders, but I wasn't growing to like, how can I tap into the people that's low to bring them up? Right? So basically things that I had to learn, develop, I had to learn how to be organized. I had to learn how to tap into my team. The four biggest people who helped me learn that, Brian, Jay Green, Asia, Slim. They taught me how to actually, like, every day I used to be around them like, oh, Brian calling his team. Him and Jay Green used to FaceTime their team. I'd be like, dang, can I FaceTime my team? I wasn't growing, I wasn't building that relationship. I was like, let me test this out. FaceTime, decline. phone call, decline. I was like, dang, I'm not growing. My team's not growing, so they're not plugged in with me. Right? Now I had to change myself to commit into the areas that I was weak in because I wasn't doing it so I could be able to sustain that level. I ended up losing my entire platform. I went from 2K to customer in a matter of a month. Platinum 2000 to customer. 3 people made really 2 people in my organization from Platinum 2000 within a month. That was the biggest humbling, right? So you can't go anywhere where you can't be sustained, right? That's why a lot of people lose ranks, they lose money, they lose people, you lose relationships because there's something you haven't grown. You're not ready to sustain that level. Think about the relationship that you just had, right? You might have been like, oh, that relationship wasn't for me. Now you grew up, you kind of raised your level up a little bit. Now you're like, dang, that person was lit. That person was what I needed. But because you wasn't at that level, you couldn't keep that person. It might not have been you, it might not have been them. It was just y'all wasn't growing at the same time, right? You have to be committed to growth, right? The ways that you can learn to grow, personal development, right? You hear it all the time, personal development, reading books, watching YouTube, plugging in. It's different ways that you can get personal development. That's one of the biggest factors on how to grow. For the longest time, I would never touch a book. To this day, I still I'm learning to actually read books by listening to more audiobooks. Right? Me listening to audiobooks, I don't know, it's something about a voice just hearing in my head. It's like, oh, I can listen to this all day. And I take notes. Right? But when I'm listening to the audiobooks, well, I listen to with the intent to get something out of it. Are you listening? Are you reading your books? Are you watching that personal development to get something out of it? Or are you just doing it because your mentor said to do it? Are you doing it to grow and use it in your life, or are you just doing it because it looks good to post on Instagram? Right? Growth, you have to be committed to. You have to learn how to take what you're doing, implement it in your life, not just as business. If you can implement it in your life, you can implement it into your business. Right? So when I'm listening to Jim Rohns, I'm listening to Bob Proctor, when I'm listening to different things, I have to absorb it, internalize it, and see how can I use this information for my life, for my relationships, for my team, for my family, right? It's always things that you have to use to figure out how can you internalize so that you're able to grow. The information that you take in, if you're not using it to grow and absorb and go to the next level, it's wasted information. You're wasting your time, right? You have to be committed to growth to move to the next level. So one of the biggest things that I actually heard Riyadh say this: you can't let your income exceed your growth. The moment you let your income exceed your growth, your income's going to come right back down. For me, my mindset was at platinum 600, platinum 1000. That's why I got humbled back down to that level because I wasn't allowing my mindset to grow to the levels that it was. Jim John. So basically, Cash asked me this. He's like, "Are you ready to go chairman?" For the longest time, I would just say yes, just to say like I'm ready to go chairman. But be real, before that, I would just say it. But yesterday, I truly meant it because I've been growing. I've been developing myself to be at that level. I called Vic today. I reached out to Brian today, and I was like, "Yo, I need help." Mentorship is helping you grow. A lot of us don't reach out to the mentor. I know for the longest, I wouldn't reach out to Vic. One, I always felt she was busy, but two, I didn't always have the questions to ask her. I didn't know what I needed to grow. It took me asking, "Hey, what do you think I need to do to grow? What do you think I need to get to the next level?" And you have to be accepting of what they're gonna say. Cash told me, "Bro, your image suck." He was like, "The way you run your shit suck." For me, I was like, "Dang, what I need to do?" He was like, I can't really tell you. I can just tell you what you need to work on. Right? It's growing. I had to be committed to growth. Right? When we fail to see growth, when we fail to see guidance, we fail to see mentorship, we get in a place where we're stuck and we need to grow. It's something called, so a lot of times in life, we live life by seasons, but a lot of us recently have been living in cycles, right? We're meant to live in seasons, but we live in cycles. So the same thing keep happening over and over. Oh, you hit rank, you D rank, you hit rank, you D rank. Oh, my account was double, my account low, I blew that money. Oh, my relationship is going good. Oh, damn, you back in the hole. You're living in a cycle. You have to live in a season. You're not meant to stay in an area forever, right? And that's something that I had to learn. You're meant to go to a different level. You're meant to keep growing and keep moving on. You're meant to live in seasons, right? Number two that I want to talk about, be committed to excellence. Where there's an absence of excellence, there's presence of mediocrity. Where there's an absence of excellence, there's a presence of mediocrity. Basically, if you're not thriving every day to be excellent, thriving, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're not thriving every day to be excellent, you're okay with being mediocre. It's a lot of times for me, I was okay with being mediocre. And that's why my business wasn't growing. That's why my relationship was where it was. That's why I wasn't able to go, oh, let me go on this trip. And people are like, oh, you want to go? I'm like, oh, I can't, I ain't got money. I wasn't committed to excelling in what I was doing, right? Once you commit to excelling in those areas, relationship building, trading, it starts taking off. It starts growing. You start seeing things happen a lot better. You start seeing a lot more sunlight than you do like rain, right? So once you commit to excellence, it's pretty much the biggest people who commit to excelling, who commit to excellence are professionals. Think about Cash Vic. They're excelling in what they do. They're professionals. That's why their income is the way it is. Once you become a professional and master what you want to do, your money's in your mastery. Once you master what you do, you basically your money follows. Cash says energy. He mastered mastered energy. He mastered talking to people. He mastered who he is. That's why he able to hit Chairman 250, get ready to hit all of them. Right? You have to commit to excelling. You have to master, be a professional. You have professionals excelling what they do, they become masters, and your money is in your mastery. Right? If you're not committed to excellence, if you're not committed to be a professional, then you're settling for mediocrity, and then you're going to be an average person. You're going to live an average lifestyle. None of us came here to have an average lifestyle. If you did, I'm gonna be real, you might as well leave. I had an average lifestyle, 12 hours a day. I couldn't, my job was 12 hours a day. I wasn't allowed to sit down. I had to stand for 12 hours to watch movie equipment, cables, toilets, things. I had to stay there. That was an average life for me. I didn't come here to do that. A lot of us didn't come here to have an average lifestyle. So commit to excellence, excel in what you do, become a professional, and master what you want. Master what you want to do. Right? A lot of the things that people should focus on excelling in is, one, focus on excelling in the person you are. Like, focus on you for a change. Like, focus on you, but focus on excelling in the areas like, oh, you're not the best in this. Figure out why, excel in it, become a master. That way it's no longer a weakness. Turn every weakness into a strength. That way you can't really say, oh, I'm weak in that area, I can't do that. For me, mine was Zoom calls. This Zoom call right now, it sucked for me to be on Zoom calls. I didn't know how to talk to nobody. I couldn't, my energy be a super low. You could ask Vic. My energy, every time I was like, Vic, let me do a Zoom call, she'd be like, your energy don't match mine, I can't have you on there. And for the longest, that hurt. I was like, dang, I can't do no Zoom call? I can't do no calls with you? Just because but I wasn't committed to excelling in that area. I didn't care much about it. I was a more in person. But in this business, you gotta be able to adapt. You gotta be the same passion you have in person, you gotta have on a Zoom call. Right? So if you're not focused on the things to be great, to excel at, how can you expect your team to listen? How can you expect your family to follow you? How can you expect them to go to a level and trust you that you're gonna get them to that level if you're not practicing it, if you're not working for it, if you're not thriving to be great at it? You can't guide someone to a direction that you're not focused on going, that you don't care much about going to. That's why, for me, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful that I lost B2K, because I had no direction on where I was going to guide those people. It was just a bunch of a lot of people in my team, a part of my family. I loved them to death, but I had no direction for us to go. I had nowhere for us to do, nothing for. So for me, I had to commit to growing. I had to commit to excelling. Right? Now, I'm actually about to give it back to Diego because I don't want to run over my time. But I do want to appreciate each and every one of y'all for getting on this call. But don't leave, because the speaker will come in next. If you've ever been on Mornings with Neno, you know the GOAT is coming. Right? So definitely stay on this call, family. I love y'all. Can't wait to see you on the next call. I'm definitely going to stay here so I can take notes for Neno. But Diego, take it away, bro. Love you.
Yo. Look, hey, I need y'all to drop mad fire, 7s, 1s, whatever you want to drop in the chat right now, heart, whatever. Show my boy some love, right? Because he dropped some major sauce, major value, right? He spoke about his journey, right? He spoke about his trials and tribulations. Guys, we all are going to go through these battles. But it's mainly about how can we overcome, right? Sam, I do appreciate you talking the talk you talk. You know what I'm saying? Like it was needed, right? Somebody in this car probably going through the same thing, and now they feel like your energy is there and they got the same energy out of it. So I appreciate you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll see you at the top, bro, because the bottom is way too crowded. But now look, family, look, I know a lot of y'all know who's coming up next, right? Right? Drop some fire in the chat. Drop some sevens in the chat. In the chat, I'm sorry. Drop Neno in the chat right now. Right? Show my man Neno some love. Because if you've been on his calls every single morning, y'all already know the sauce, the value, the energy, the momentum that Neno got, right? This man here, right? He has showed so much value to all of us on the family, right? He's been there through his journey, right? He didn't fought through all his trials and tribulations. Like his story, right, is very impactful, right? So just imagine being able to hear a little bit more about him tonight, right? And the value he's going to share, right? So matter of fact, I don't even want to bring him. I don't even bring him yet. I don't even want to bring him yet. Nano, you there? Let me find you. Let me find you. Let me find you. Sign co-host. Nano, you good? Can you unmute your mic? There we go.
Yes, sir. I'm here, bro.
Hey, look. I told y'all he was gonna be here. So look, Nano, I appreciate you being on this call, my brother. Much love and respect. Take it away, man. The floor is yours.
Let's go. Let's go. What's your name, bro? I can't see you too much, bro.
Oh, Diego, my bad. I'm in the car.
My guy, Diego, man. Diego, thank you so much, bro, for the amazing edification, bro. I'm just super blessed and grateful to be on this call. Sam, dog, that was inspiring, bro, for real, to hear your story, man. Me and you actually got similar stories, bro. To be honest, that had happened to me when I didn't even hit P2. I was 3 away from P2, and then I lost my whole entire organization down all the way to a customer, man. So I know how that feels, bro. Trust me, bro. It makes me so happy to know that you didn't fold, bro. You know, most people fold in those situations, right? Most people would have quit. Most people would have left. They would have been like, yo, I can't do this no more. There's no way I'm going to build this up. So the fact that you're still here, the fact that you're still building, you're still doing these Zoom calls, you're still doing these presentations, it tells me a lot about your character, and it just shows me that you're ready for chairman, bro, because those are the type of retracements that chairman get, because you ask for a chairman journey, so you're going to get chairman, you're going to get chairman challenges. But with that being said, guys, I'm just super blessed and grateful, to be on this call here today, for real. My sis Vic invited me on the call. I know Sam and my boys wanted me on this call, but at the end of the day, I would have done it regardless, right? Vic is like a sister to me. I got an incredible amount of love for her. She's somebody that whenever I need her for anything, she jumps on, she shows love, and, she's just an incredible leader overall. So I'm super, super grateful for her. But, I wanted to come in here and just give you guys some value, at least a good 20, 25 minutes of value, so you guys can be able to take home, what these individuals were saying, because what I'm going to do is going to tie into exactly a little bit about what my brother Sam was talking about in the beginning of the call, right? And it's about learning how to really deal with these adversities and these challenges that come with this business. But before we do that, guys, can we drop down in the chat box one thing that we're grateful for? What's one thing that you're grateful for that you've done today, right? What's that one action? What's one thing that you're grateful for today? Type it in the chat box, guys. Let's start off the call with some gratitude. I think it's important that we spread gratitude always. That way we can open our hands, we can open our hands to the blessings and all the information that's coming, guys. I think that's very, very important. Grateful for my man's Brian. Facts. Grateful for my teaching, grateful for the blessings, grateful for life, grateful for family, grateful for this opportunity, grateful for resilience, grateful to be alive, grateful for family, grateful for spending time with my son. Grateful. Well, look, guys, I'm grateful as well. Let's start off this call, right? So what I want to talk about today is the vision of a chairman. Okay, I'm talking to my chairman on this call, right? Drop us 10 in the chat box if you are a chairman on this call. If you are a chairman on this call, drop a 10 in the chat box, right? Because what I'm going to be talking today is about the vision of a chairman, okay? Now, I think it's very, very important that each and every single one of you guys understands the vision of a chairman, okay? And this is key information, and this is something that I'm going to tell you. This is something that Vic is going to tell you, Cash is going to tell you, Chino, all the top MMO leaders, my brother Ty the God, Robert De Niro, the whole line, you know, the whole nine, a great amount of individuals, right? Understand this, vision, all right, is the lifeblood of your organization, all right? Vision is the lifeblood of your organization. If the people in your team don't have vision, they will perish. They won't make it in this business. Okay, understand, guys, that the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack, but also the vision of the leader is gonna be the vision of the pack. Because if the leader doesn't have the vision, how do you expect your team to have the vision? Okay, how do you expect your team to see what it is that you see? You see, the fact that my brother Sam was able to deal with that adversity, be able to go from Platinum 2000 all the way down to customer, back up to 2000 and gonna go and smash Platinum 5000 straight all the way to chairman by the end of the year. That proves to me that Sam had vision. That's all that proves to me. It doesn't prove anything else to me. It proves to me that Sam had a vision. Okay, and no matter what happens, he knows that chairman is done. No matter how many retracements, no matter how many challenges, no matter how many blown accounts, no matter who talks bad about him, no matter what happens, he knows that it's done. Okay, so you guys got to use Sam as an example, as somebody that leads with vision. Okay, because vision is the source of all discipline. Vision is the source of all discipline. You see, Sam might have stopped doing some op calls because he got discouraged and stuff like that. But you see, he's back on that bully grind now. He's on that grind now. He's like, you know what? We a few people away from P5. So guess what? Since his vision is so clear, it's the source to all his discipline. So he knows he had to show up today at 10 p.m. on this Thursday, right? He knows he got to be on Mornings with Neno at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, right, bro? He got to make sure he's there. He got to make sure that he's disciplined on all the calls, on all the trainings, all the events. He has to make sure that he's disciplined with his morning routine. He has to make sure that he's disciplined with writing his goals down every single day. He has to be disciplined with making sure that he's reading the books that are going to help him level up, because unless he does that, the vision is going to start to fade away. You see, he can't climb the mountain the same way he climbed it the first time. He has to climb it different this time. He has to climb it with more energy this time, with more strategy this time. Okay, and discipline is what's going to create your lifestyle. You see, too many people in this business think that that chairman is just something that anybody can do. Look, guys, I want you guys to pay attention real quick. I know we see people popping chairman like popcorn, but the company has 300,000 customers, and we only have about 300 chairman 10. So think about those percentages right there. 300 of 300,000, that's like 1% if you really think about it. 1% of the company is chairman 10. 1%. Now, having individuals like that, think about it. You got to be 1% of the individuals in the whole entire company, guys. Just sit here and really think about what I'm telling you guys. This is the real right now, what I'm explaining to you guys. All right? As a chairman 10, you are 1% of the company. You are 1% of 300,000 people as a chairman 10. Okay? So you got to take that very, very serious. You see, you got to have that 1% grind. You got to look at yourself. Yo, do I really have that 1% grind? Do I really want it as bad as I say I want it? Am I really jumping on these trainings? Am I really applying this work that these individuals are teaching me? Am I really doing this stuff? Or am I just kind of doing it? Am I just kind of hungry? You see, too many people out here talking, but I don't see enough action. You see, I've been on calls since Mornings with Neno this morning. Since Mornings with Neno, this morning I've been on calls and I was up an hour and a half before Mornings with Neno doing my routine, doing my meditation, doing my reading, journaling my thoughts. Why? Because I had to fill my cup up before I went and filled your guys' cups up. You see, too many of us, we have the tendency of filling other people's cups up without filling up our cups. So guess what? You're going out there and you're filling other people's cups up from an empty cup. So guess what? You're not really doing anything. There's no intention behind anything that you're doing, fam. Guys, I need you guys at the moment you guys get off this call, you make a decision that you're going to go for everything that you've ever wanted in life. There's no more games. There's no more times to stop playing. What are you playing for? You're not tired of just living an average lifestyle. You're not tired of just kind of wanting it. Don't you think it's time that you get everything that you deserve? Don't you think it's time that you get everything that you deserve? Understand this, guys. Vision, okay? Vision is going to keep you going when things get ugly. When things got ugly for my man Sam, he kept pushing. He kept pushing. Why? Because he had vision. He had vision. Understand, guys, there's two sides in you. All right? There's two sides, and I need you guys to really understand this because this is key information. All right? You have two sides inside of you. You have the negative side and you have the positive side. All right? There's two types of individuals inside of you. All right? Whoever you let defeat you on the inside is what's going to be created on the outside. So it's either you're going to let the negative side defeat you or you're going to let the positive side win so that the positive can create the outside force for you. Because you see, if you let the negative inside of you defeat you, the doubts, the negativity, the disbeliefs, you let those things defeat you inside when things are not going the way you want them to. And that's what's going to be created on the outside, fam. More negativity, more doubt, more things to keep you at that low vibration. But then look at it like this. What if you let the positive side win? What if you focus on nothing but abundance and not lack? What if you focus on only trimming? What if you focus on the things that are going to bring you the most amount of success? What could that do to you? Now you look it up and now you open your eyes and you see nothing but all the success that you've been asking for. You see, this is the life that you guys got to choose. Okay, remember this, the idle mind is the devil's playground. The idle mind is the devil's playground. So when you guys are not focused and you guys are not doing what you're supposed to do, your mind is idle, which means there's not much going on. If there's not much going on, you're letting the devil play games in your mind. You're letting the demons take advantage of you. You got to really open your eyes, guys, because this business comes with a lot of obstacles and a lot of demons. A lot of things that are going to stop you from trying to break out. They don't want you to break out of that box. They don't want you to step out of that comfort zone. Remember, misery loves company. They don't want you to do those things. So you got to be the one that fights through every single day so you don't let those demons take over you. Okay, because the vision is what's going to get you to where you want to go. Remember, vision is the ability to see nothing there and be able to create something. Vision is the ability to see nothing is there and create something. You see, I've created everything you see for me. You see, Chairman 10 was something that I created. Chairman 25 is less than 14 days away. Okay? I want you guys to understand this. This was all created in the mind. All right? I didn't let the devil play games in the idle mind. No. You see, my mind is always focused on Chairman 25, Chairman 50. My mind is focused on impacting the lives and enriching the lives of over 1 million customers by the end of 2020. My vision is allowing me to create. If you look around right now and you're not happy with your results, you created that. Whether the results that you have are good or bad, you create them. So take a look at your financial situation. Do you have the amount of money in your bank account that you want? If it's no, you created that. The car that you want, the car that you're driving right now, if it's not the car that you want, guess what? You created that. Believe it or not. Whatever situation you are in right now, you created it through your vision. It was what you think about most. It was what you developed in your mindset. And you become what you think about most. Okay? So if you take a look at your bank account and you're not happy with it, it's because that's what you've been thinking about the most. So you got to take a look at yourself. And you got to be like, you know what? You know what? I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to take a look at myself. Am I really focused or am I distracted? Because you see, too many of us, we're just distracted. We get distracted by Instagram. We get distracted with the girls. We get distracted with the partying and the going out. We get distracted with all of the things that are not benefiting us, guys. And what I need you guys to ask yourself is this one question. Are you focused or are you distracted? Now, how do you know if you're distracted? Let me tell you what it is. Okay? If there's any thought that you have that does not give power to your goals, it's a distraction. Let me repeat that. Any thought that you have on a day-to-day basis that does not give power to your goals, it's a distraction. So if you're thinking about girls, if you're thinking about the new PS5 coming out, if you're thinking about things not benefiting you, if you're thinking about Instagram and social media, if you think, those are all distractions. Now, the more distracted you are, the less money you will make. The more focused you are, the more money you make, the more people you attract into your business. So you got to be the one to check yourself, take that step back and be like, wait. Am I really distracted or am I focused? Because a lot of us in this business are distracted because we're focused on a lot of things that are not benefiting us at all, that are giving no power to our goals. Guys, this is not for you. This is for your families. These are for the people that are looking to you to never quit and inspire them to keep going. Because you see, unless you take the time to check yourself, nobody's going to check you. No one is going to check you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Let me be the first one to tell you that. Nobody cares. So unless you take the step back yourself and you look at yourself and you be like, you know what, Neno? You're distracted, my man. You're distracted. Get your shit together, bro. You thinking too much about this. You too focused on Instagram. You too focused on girls. You got to be the one to be real with yourself and be like, yo, Neno, you're distracted. We need to focus up. We need to lock in 100%. All right? Because that's something that I had to understand. Because look, we have 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000. You're only aware about 5,000 of them. That means you got to protect every thought that comes into your mind every single day. All right? But let me tell you now the positive side of all of this, right? Let me tell you when it starts to get good. It starts to get good when you focus. You know why? Because when you focus, all you think about is your goals. All you think about is the people on your team hitting the ranks. All you think about is the big trading accounts. And you're like, man, let's go. So because you have vision, everything has to show up. Because you have that vision, everything that you think about has to show up. Why you guys think there's 2,000 people on Mornings with Neno? I have a podcast that's number 65 in the United States and going down every single day. I have over 1,000+ active individuals within my organization, right? I have a baseball academy in the Dominican Republic. All of that came because of my vision. These are things I write down every single day. I write these things down every day. Every day I write these things down. I see them every day. You guys want to hit chairman and still to this day, you haven't wrote down that you want to be chairman. You still haven't wrote down, I am so happy and grateful now that I am chairman 10, but you want to be chairman. Right? You guys want to hit the platinum 1000, platinum 2000 ranks? Write it down every single day, because you know what writing it down does? It starts to create the belief. Remember, the easiest thing that Sam is going to do is hit Chairman 10. The easiest thing he's going to do is hit Chairman 10. The hardest thing he's going to do is believe he can do it. Believing you can do it is what's hard. The phone calls are easy. The events are easy. The presentations are easy. Showing up to these calls and these trainings are easy. You know what's hard? Sitting there and actually believing that you can have an organization of 500 plus people. That's what's hard. That's where you're like, damn. That belief. But some of you guys want to hit chairman. Some of us haven't even hit P1000. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If you're not a P1000, chairman should not be in your vocabulary. If you're not a P1000 in this organization, chairman should not be in your vocabulary. And that's the truth. Because in order for you to hit chairman, you need to hit P1000 first. P1000 is the foundation to chairman 10. Because in order for you to hit chairman 10, what you have to do is develop 7 to 10 P1000s. So in order for you to take somebody to chairman, you got to first take them to P1000. Remember, you can't take someone where you've never been. So the first thing you got to do is focus on hitting P1000. That's the very first thing you got to do. What's the key to P1000? You want me to tell you the sauce right now? 2 things you got to do to hit P1000: enroll 12 to 15 customers, identify 3 out of 5 of them. You're going to get to P150. That makes you a P1000. You want to hit P1000? Enroll 12 to 15 customers. Okay? Enroll 12 to 15 customers. And once you've done that, identify 3 to 5 that you're going to get to P150. And that makes you a platinum 1000. You guys want me to give you a really good video recommendation for you guys to watch? I gave this video to a few individuals in my organization, and I had an individual hit platinum 1000 in 7 days because of this video right here. Okay? Let me show you guys real quick. Because you see, I like to put the squad onto the same sauce that I put my team onto, right? So I watched this video right here by my brother Rayad Jones. It's called Mastering the Fundamentals of Building the Business.
How to build and duplicate what you're doing. So here's the deal.
There it
You
is.
sponsor 3 people in the business, and you help those 3 individuals sponsor.
Sponsor 12 to 15 people, 3 to 5 of them to P150. He breaks it down to the T exactly how to do it. Take an hour out of your day. Whenever you get a chance to go watch this video, it'll change everything for you. I guarantee you that. Promise you that if that video doesn't change everything for you, trust me. Watch this video after this, Sam. You hit me up and you let me know, Neno. That video is the sauce. Anybody that hits my team now within the first 30 days, platinum 1000 is the qualification. We don't do nothing more, nothing less. And that's the video they have to study and watch and master until they get it. We have individuals popping P1000 in 7 days, 14 days, people that have never built a business because of that video. But going back to what we were talking about, understand this. Your life is a residual outcome of the choices you made in the last 60, 90 days. Your life is a residual outcome of the choices you made the last 60, 90 days. So take a look at it, right? Start to look at what you're doing right now. What you're doing right now is not going to show now. The seeds that you plant today, you're not going to eat the fruit tomorrow. The seeds that you plant today, you know when we're going to start to harvest those? 60, 90 days from now, October, November. That's when the momentum is going to be full force. Full force. That's when momentum is really going to be kicking. End of the year momentum. Look, guys, I don't even think you guys understand the momentum that's already here. It's already here. It's not, I'm not saying it's coming anymore. It's here. After the Houston event, drop a 1 in the chat box if you're going to Houston. If you're going to the Houston event, drop a 1 in the chat box. Okay. I can't wait to see the family in Houston, right? I can't wait to see the family in Houston because look, what we're doing right now is just pre-momentum. This is just pre-momentum. We're just warming them up, Sam. Warming them up, bro. We just warming them up. Yo, when we come back from Houston, yo, it's turn-up season on them, bro. Yo, people gonna come back ready to turn up, ready to talk to anybody, ready to post any pic, any video, all breakthroughs, massive momentum. My boy Sam going C10, the whole family going chairman, bro. If you're not going to Houston, you better start hitting some people up that dropped them ones in that chat box and find out a way how you're going to get there. Find a way to sleep on the floor, sleep on the couch, but make sure you're there. Don't miss out on that one. Don't miss out on that one. Okay, because remember what I just said. This is mad important. Your life is a residual outcome of the choices you make in the last 60, 90 days. Okay, so if you want the next 60, 90 days to look good for you, you got to make sure that the choices you make today make a big difference for you. Okay, you got to make sure that they make a big, big difference for you, family, because look, I'll tell you guys this much. I'll say it one more time, a little slower. Your life is a residual outcome of the choices you made the last 60, 90 days. So where you are right now is all a reflection of what you did the last 60, 90 days. So what October and November are going to be determined by is by the choices you make today. You see, what I've understood about life is this, right? And listen to this, guys. All life forms strive to the max of their potential except human beings. All life forms strive to the max of their potential except human beings. Why? Because we have the dignity of choice. You see, there was people that got sent this link and they made a choice not to jump on the call. You had the choice to jump on Mornings with Neno this morning. You didn't. You had the choice to read this morning, but you didn't. You had the choice to write your goals down, but you haven't. So everything all comes down to a choice. Everything, it all comes down to one choice. So you got to make the choice today that's going to make a change for you in the next 90 days. Because remember, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. It doesn't matter what happened the last 9 months. What matters is what you do the next 3 months. That's what matters. That's what's going to determine your success. Because remember, what happens to all of us. What happens to every single one of us. Okay? It's what you do about what happens that will determine your success, family. Always remember that. What happens to every single one of us. It happens to me. It happens to Sam. It happens to Barry. It happens to Calvin. It happens to Ray. It happens to Alex. It happens to Andrea. It happens to all of us. But what we do about what happens is what's going to determine our future. And that's what we all need to understand. We can't react to situations. We must respond to situations. The better we get at responding to situations, the more money we will start to make in this business. One of the keys to my success was my intentions. You see, everything I do in this business, I do it with an intention. Every phone call I do, every training, every 3-way call, every event, everything I do has to have an intention, has to have a purpose behind it. Now, you want me to tell you why you haven't got to where you want to go? I can tell you right now exactly why you haven't gotten to where you want to go. It's because your intentions don't match those of your desires. Your intentions don't match those of your desires. So what is it that you desire? You desire chairman? You desire to retire your family? You desire that nice car? You desire those nice penthouse views? Well, guess what? In order for you to get those things, you gotta match the intention of those desires. Some of you guys' intentions is P150 intentions, customer intentions. How do you expect to hit chairman with a P150 intention? Intention is everything. One of the best advices Matt Rosa ever gave me, he said, yo, you gotta live more intentional, Nano. We're talking about a chairman 750, top 5 network marketer in the world, $1 million Hall of Fame. He said you must be intentional with everything you do. Everything you do must have an intention. Every time you pick up that book and you read, you got to have an intention. Every time you watch one of these trainings, there must be an intention behind it. You can't just jump on this training because Sam and Vic said, hey guys, jump on this training. What's your purpose behind this training? What answer are you looking for? What are you looking to get out of this call? You got to understand that there has to be purpose behind everything that you do. You can't just be jumping on these calls to jumping on these calls. You can't be talking to people just to talk to people. You can't be going to these events just to go to these events. There has to be a purpose and an intention behind everything that you do, family. Every day there has to be an intention. I want you guys, at the end of this call, I want you to forget about the person you were the last 9 months. I want you to put that old person behind you. And I want you to make a decision that tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to wake up that new version of yourself. Who is that new version of yourself that you're going to wake up like tomorrow? Is it going to be that Chairman 10 Andrea that's going to wake up tomorrow? Is it going to be that Chairman 10 Asia that's going to wake up tomorrow? Is it going to be Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Billionaire Dynasty that's going to wake up tomorrow? Who is it that's going to wake up tomorrow? I want to know, who is it that's going to wake up tomorrow? Or is it going to be the same customer self of you? Or is it going to be the same P150? You see, I need you to make a decision today. I'm going to end this call with the 7 principles that are required to be successful. All right. The first principle is the decision. Okay. I'm about to teach you guys my 7 key principles to manifesting whatever you want really quick. The first principle is decision. You got to make the decision today of who you want to be. Who do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? All right. Make the decision. Number 2 is you got to write it down. I am so happy and grateful now that whatever that goal is, you got to write it down. Number 3 is you become what you think about most. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to set an alarm on your phone that goes off every hour to remind you to think about your goals and think about your desires every single day. You see, I have an alarm that goes off every hour reminding me, Chairman 50, Chairman 50, Chairman 50, Chairman 50. Because Chairman 25 is already done. That's a B-type goal. I already know how to do that. I know how to get 200 people in my team. I got to start thinking C50, C-type goal. Getting another 1,500 individuals in the org. We got to think bigger much sooner. Okay, so number 1 is make the decision. Number 2 is you must write it down. Number 3 is you become what you think about most. Number 4 is you must do everything with intention, like I was just saying. Everything must be done with an intention. Unless it's done with an intention, it will never matter. Guys, I went from making $2,000 a month to making $12,000 a month just because I started doing things with intention. Just because of that. Just because I started to do things with more intention, I went from $2,000 a month to $10K a month. I went from P2K to Chairman 10 in 3 months just because I started doing things with intention. I didn't do anything different. I still did the op calls. I still did the opportunity calls. I still did the trainings. I still showed up to the events. I still had my morning routine. All I did different was that everything I did now had an intention behind it. Every time I picked up my book and read, there was an intention behind why I was reading. Every time I jumped on one of these trainings, there was an intention behind every time I jumped on the training. There was more intention behind everything. So guess what? Intention creates. Intention creates. All right. So that's very, very important. Number 5 is you must act as if. When you wake up tomorrow, like I said, who are you going to wake up as? Are you going to wake up as the same P150 of yourself, or are you going to wake up that new Chairman 10? You could wake up tomorrow Chairman 10 as long as you make the decision today that you're Chairman 10. You want me to tell you guys a real quick story about what happened to me? Because if you guys think what happened to Sam is crazy, think about this, right? I hit Chairman 10 and I lost it all, right? I went from Chairman 10 down to Platinum 1000, right? And when that happened to me, I could never understood why. I was like, how do I go from Chairman 10 to Platinum 1000? How does that even happen? Right? I'm sure that I think similar story happened to Vic. I'm sure all of us dealt with something similar to that during that promo that happened, right? But I went from Chairman 10 to Platinum 1000. I don't really like talking about it too much, but I want to share this story with you guys here because I need you guys to understand how important it was for me to make a decision. For a very long time, I was stuck in that feeling of the fact that I deranked so bad, right? And I'll never forget the day that I had a conversation with one of the chairmen in my organization. His name is Michael. And I'm sitting there and I'm having this conversation with him. And what he did that day was he exposed my blind spots, right? You don't understand how grateful I got to be for this individual, right? This individual calls me up. Mind you, I mentor him. At the time, I was a Platinum 1000 and he was a Platinum 5000 in my downline. So he deranked me. I mean, he outranked me, okay? So I was a Platinum 1000 and he was the only strong leg that I had, which was a Platinum 5000 leg. Listen to this. My other two legs completely obliterated, like down to like the last of the last, like almost single digit numbers, right? And Michael grabs me and he calls me up and he tells me, yo, big bro, can I talk to you, bro, for 30 minutes? You got 30 minutes? And he sits down and he talks to me and he's like, yo, you mind if I make you feel a little uncomfortable right now? And I'm like, yeah, bro, of course. What's up? Talk to me. He's like, I've been watching you for the last 30 days and I want to expose some of your blind spots, bro. You have some blind spots in your game that are holding you back so much. And I'm like, of course, bro, let me know. And he started exposing my blind spots, one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Blind spot after blind spot after blind spot. The blind spots, basically what that is things that you're doing wrong that you thought that you were doing right. And because he cared about me so much, because he knew that P1000 wasn't where I deserved, he was like, here, let me tell you this. That day I made a decision not to go Chairman 10. I made a decision to go Chairman 25 that day. I was a P1000 that day. From that day, 2 months later, I got back to Chairman 10. And literally a month and a half later, I'm literally about to smash Chairman 25. From the day we had that conversation. Because I made a decision. That's all it takes. You could jump off this call right now. And you can make a decision to go Chairman 25 or go Chairman 10, and it will happen. And it will happen because look, this is how it look, guys. I swear it on everything I love. This is how it works. This is how it all works right now. Look, all of you guys are vibrating at this frequency right here, right? This is your frequency right now. When you decide to go Chairman 10, this is a Chairman 10 frequency, okay? The moment you make the decision, automatically your vibration goes up there. Now, your goal, the hardest thing in life to do is keep it up there. That's the hard thing. The problem is keeping it. The problem is not getting there. You can make a decision today to go Chairman 10 and you're already vibrating at a Chairman 10 level because you're thinking like it. You know what it takes to get there. You know the plan. You know you need 200, 200, 100. You know what it takes. The problem is most people can't keep the vibration because they let the distractions get the best of them. They let their results get the best of them. They let people talking bad about them and behind their backs get the best of them. They let all the outside circumstances affect their peace, and that's why they can never keep the vibration, and that's why they're always vibrating down here, the low vibrations. Understand that when you vibrate low, you only attract the people, the circumstances, and the situations to keep you there even longer. You got to make a decision to go C10, right? Make that decision to go C10 and watch what happens. but make sure nothing affects your vibration. Make sure nobody, nothing in the world affects your vibration. You see, I want all of us to forget that Sam is even on this call. How about we do something for Sam, right? This is a push and pull business, right? How about for the next 15 days, we do whatever it takes to get Sam to Platinum 5,000? How about we do that, right? You talk about let's impact people, let's help people, right? You guys want to impact people. How about for the next 15 days, from here to the end of the month, we all give it whatever it takes to get my brother Sam to P5,000? Because you know the way this business works is if we push him, he pulls us. If we push him, he pulls us. When was the last time you hit Sam up and was like, yo, Sam, what do I need to do to get you to your goal, fam? When was the last time you hit him up to let him know, yo, Sam, how many you need to get to P5? Whatever you need, let me know. You need me to do op calls? You need me to invite 50 people to this opportunity call today? What do you need me to do to get you to your goal, my man? You tell me, I got you. Stop making it so much about yourself. Make it about somebody else. You know why? Because that makes you selfless, fam. All of you guys is, yo, how can I get there? What can I do to hit this rank? What about me? What about me? What about me? What am my trading account? What about me? How about we make it about Sam from this day moving forward? Just cause. Just cause. Let's just do it just cause. Literally, I would, whatever it takes. Yo, Sam, you let me know. I'm C25, bro. You let me know what I could do to help you get there, and I got you, bro. But we need all 90 people on this call to be on the same boat. And it doesn't matter if he's your upline. It doesn't matter if he's your downline. It doesn't matter if you don't even know who he is. You treat him with the same amount and watch what happens. Because if the goal is to impact, it doesn't matter who you impact. Doesn't matter. You see, the problem is you think people got to financially benefit you, fam. That's the problem. The people that you help that don't financially benefit you are the ones that bring you the most blessings. The people that you help that bring you the least amount of financial benefit are the ones that help you make the most blessings in life. So act like Sam's not even on this call. What's the plan, guys? What are we going to do to get him to Platinum 5,000? Because you see, by law, by us getting him to Platinum 5,000, remember, what does Jim Rohn say? If we help people get what they want, what happens, guys, if we help people get what they want? Can somebody tell me in the chat box, please? If we help people get what they want, what happens? We get what we want. We get what we want. So that's the type of attitude that this organization has to have. Push and pull. Push and pull. Some of you guys want to receive, but you guys aren't giving. What are you giving? What have you given the last 90 days that you deserve to receive that rank or that trading account? What have you given, fam? You got to give to receive. You know why I receive so much? Because I give so much. I wake up and give you guys all my energy to start the day off. I wake up giving. I wake up giving to people that I don't even know. There's 2,000 people on my calls, and I don't even know 80% of those people. Because I understand the laws of the universe, fam. I understand what it takes. And because Sam is my brother, because Sam is family, because Sam is an MMO, whatever Sam needs, I got him. You could count on me, bro. No cap. If you need anything, you need another training done this week, you want to do an op call with me, whatever it is that you need to get you to P5, you let me know, bro, and we make it happen, my brother. Because that's what it takes. You got to push those that go out there and give it everything that they got, because he didn't quit when things got rough. He could have folded, but he didn't. He bended a little bit, but he didn't fold. He stood in the rain by himself with no umbrella, no hoodie. And now we're making it happen, fam. So with that being said, guys, when you wake up tomorrow, you're no longer that old self of yours. You're a new version of yourself. All right. No longer are you that old version of yourself. No longer do you have those old habits anymore. No longer do you talk like you used to talk to before. When you wake up tomorrow you wake up a brand new person. You wake up a chairman. You wake up somebody that has a morning routine, somebody that's willing to go out there and give it whatever it takes. All right. And because you're going to go out there and help people, by law, you're going to receive a lot of blessings. So with that being said, Sam, my brother, again, whatever you need, I'm here for you, bro. No cap. All right. Any of you guys, whatever you guys need, I got you guys. We're all family at the end of the day, no, regardless of whatever team, cross line, legs, whatever we're on, we're all fam at the end of the day. I can't wait to meet a lot of you guys in person in Houston. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Mornings with Neno. Sam, I'll give it back to you, my brother. Thank you again, fam.
It's me, Neno Diego, but appreciate you, man. Like, look, y'all, drop a fire in the chat right now. Show Neno so much love right now, cause guys, literally, he just literally shows so much value, right, tonight. Like, my phone is full with notes, and I'm driving at the moment, right? But literally, if y'all got a lot of value from this, drop fire in the chat, drop sevens in the chat. Tell Nano you love him. You know what I'm saying? Tell him that you appreciate him doing his call tonight. Like, y'all just saw, like, he literally vouched and said to help out Sam get to P5, right? And everybody on this call, he literally just said he will help every single one of us on this call with anything that we need, right? That's the true definition of a leader, right? And that's somebody that's selfless. So, guys, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Thank you so much, Nino. All love, man. I can't wait to meet you in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see y'all next week on Thursday Night Live, hosted by me, Diego P1000. Y'all have a blessed night. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, y'all.